Okay, so I'm going to be making a video about how to stay alive as spy for as long as possible. I'm going to be helping you against different classes and telling you their weaknesses, things you can use to go against them and counteract what they do. I'm going to be starting with Engineer, as they are the main one for against spies, as there are zappers, backstabs that you can do, that's the zapping stab, and things you need to know about to generally target engineers. Okay, let's get started. Okay, the first thing we're going to be talking about is sentries, as these are the main things to break, as they can easily kill you in 1 to 2 hits. First thing, mini sentries, the smallest ones, level 1s. Easiest to target, these can easily do stab and then zap, as they are pretty slow to respond against you. Level 2 sentries, still you can do stab and zap, it's very easy still, you just need to dodge them, or they have a point where they circle around, so if you look at one for about 5 seconds, you'll see where it goes. It like goes to the left and then it stops and it goes to the right. So if you're behind that, so if you're stood behind where it turns, then you stab the engineer, whereas he will usually be stood behind it. It'll take it time to get to you. Level 3s are the hardest ones, as you don't want to come across these very much. If you come across one of these, the easiest thing you can do is zap and stab, as that gets rid of the sentry. But as this is a video about how to stay alive the longest, easiest thing to do is don't take any risks. That's one thing that a lot of spies do. They will try to stab and zap a level 3, or they will try to do something else that will risk. The thing that I say is just leave it and just take your time and think what you're going to do before you do it, because taking time out to think about what you're actually going to do before you do it calms you down and makes you think, well, I'm not very risking a lot here. So yeah, now it's on to dispensers. Now, as dispensers are fairly good to the engineer, you need to take out the sentry and then the dispenser as quick as you can. If it is a bot player on Team Fortress 2, it's best to just zap them both at the same time. If it's a non-bot player, if it's a real player, you need to zap the sentry, then zap the dispenser, then the sentry. Because when he goes to his dispenser, well, it depends. If the dispenser is away from the sentry, zap the dispenser, then zap the sentry. If the sentry is away from the dispenser, and the engineer is closest to the dispenser, zap the sentry and then the dispenser, as he will decide which one he has to go for. He won't want to risk his dispenser, so if you're taking out a level 3 and a dispenser, just go for level 3. And as a survival, staying alive survival, you will need to get it depends what watch you're using. As soon as you zap the sentry, or zap the dispenser then the sentry, keep zapping the sentry. If the sentry goes down and the player starts to kill you, you need to put on your watch, dead ringer, run away. Well, quickly run away if you're going to run away. On the other hand, if he starts shooting you before his sentry is dead, so if he gets the zap off his sentry and then starts shooting you, put on your dead ringer. I think dead ringer is the easiest one to use, and then just wait for him to move away from his sentry, as the easiest engineer to bring down is an engineer who moves away from his sentry or his buildings. Okay, the next part of this video is going to be on pyros. They are arguably and easily one of the most hardest things for a spy to take out. The easiest way of taking out a pyro and lasting the longest against pyro, it depends. If you want to take out a pyro and you really get annoyed, what you need to do is you need to stalk it. wait till it's going after another target, or wait till it's occupied on something else, and then head after it, behind it. Disguise, get out your knife, and get as close to it as you can, and then stab. If you don't want to take it out and you just want to hide, normally pyros will start to follow spiders and try to take them down. Easiest thing to do. People who play pyros are usually dumb, or no offense to people who play pyros, but if pyro sees someone die, they will usually assume that they're dead. If someone is good at spying on pyro, they will realise they might not be dead. So, yeah, if you're running away from a pyro, what you need to do is, the best thing to use is dead ringer, or maybe cloak and dagger. So, if using the cloak and dagger, first what you do, as soon as he turns on you, go invisible, then just stand still. A pyro will usually think that you're gone or run away. Try to guide him somewhere else. Best thing to do, go around a corner, make sure he doesn't see you. As soon as you're around the corner, go invisible and go back around the corner. He should go around the corner and then try to find you and get pretty paranoid. So yeah, I hope that helps. Okay, the next class we're going to be talking about is Soldier. I know that many people find Soldier pretty hard to do, to take out and to stop him from taking you out. I think Soldier is pretty dumb or easy class. Dumb or easy in a way that Soldier is what I call a shoot class, which basically means you just aim and shoot. There are no tactics behind being a soldier, other than timing in when you fire or things like that. So the easiest way normally soldiers will look around and try to shoot anything that moves anywhere. Approaching a soldier can be hard if you're a bit nervous about taking him out or you're scared of him. What I recommend doing is just hiding, and as soon as he's looking the other way, stab. Or usually soldiers are the one taking over command points. So jump stab, air stab can be very useful, from jumping from a high height down onto the control point and stabbing, or even when they're pushing a payload or anything really, carrying the intelligence. Normally soldiers that carry intelligence, I'm just going to add that in, just an extra point. Stay alive the longest is basically just listen to what I just said. Wait until they're not looking and stalk them or things like that. That will be most helpful for you, I think. We have all seen it happen. One heavy and one medic taking out nearly everyone in the game. Easy way of killing them is, before a medic and a heavy have time to join and connect and pair up, what you need to do is get into their base and try spot heavies. Normally what I do is try and kill the heavies as fast as I can, sneak up behind them, backstab, or run up behind them and backstab. Is quick and efficient, but if a heavy and a medic are already together, it can be hard. I recommend taking out the heavy and then the medic, as the heavy is the strongest one of the two, and if you do it wrong, you can take out a medic and the heavy will just turn around and kill you. So take out the heavy, take out the medic is the easiest way of doing it and the longest way of being able to survive. If a heavy turns on you, the people who play them aren't dumb, but heavies are dumb. If someone dies, they'll move on to another target. So Dead Ringer will help, or Invisiwatch, but Invisiwatch will usually just spin around in circles and try to shoot anything. So yeah, I hope that helps. Just try and move out the way, I suppose. Okay.